Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm going to show you some different tips and tactics that I love to use out in the banks. I'm sure you've seen some other videos, and I love using the quarter solids bags, which you can see here. And then also, I haven't really done too many videos with this, but I do use this once in a while. It's a quarter funnel web systems, and this one here is the boilie funnel web. It's a real small size, that way if you just want to add a little bit of particles or pellets or what have you out there, it's not going to overfeed them, just enough to attract them in and hopefully lure them to your hook bait. Now, one thing that I like to use is going to be particles. Now, because they have water in them, you can't really use that with PVA. But today I'm going to show you how to make some PVA friendly particles. And I'm sure you've seen some videos before where they just add in some table salt and things like that. And really, that's not the greatest thing to add in, especially for the fish. Now, granted, they're not going to use, not really going to ingest a lot of salt, but you might as well use the best products you can. So that's where this comes into play. I always show off, I love using Himalayan rock salt. It's all natural, it's a pinkish in color, and it has tons and tons of minerals in it. And there's no additives. That's the number one thing. When you look at some of these different products on the store shelf, they'll have additives. And how safe they are for the fish, I'm not real sure. But at least I might as well, for as much as we spend on carp fishing, definitely get the better products that's going to ensure the fish safety. So we're going to go with Himalayan rock salt today. You can buy this pretty much anywhere. And it'll be pinkish in color in case it's not labeled Himalayan. And like I said, there's nothing in here that's unsafe for the fish. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make up a mix. I'm going to start with, I made some chili hemp the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and use that in my mix. And then I'll show you a tank test with some of the PVA. Okay, we got our bowl right here, which you can see it's just a thin bowl, and all we're going to do is going to go ahead and just get some of our chili hemp out of here. We've got a little strainer here. You're just trying to eliminate as much water as you can from that. Looks really good. You see the nice flakes there. And go ahead and just put it into our bowl right now. And all we're going to do, probably about 2 scoops is going to be plenty. It's not like you need a ton for our boilie funnel web system. So go ahead and put that in there. A little water is okay, that's not going to hurt. Because once we add the salt in here, it's going to be good. And like I said, this is going to be it's called a coarse grinder salt. And let me just put some of this in my hands. You can see it's just real, it just looks like little pieces of rock almost. And be generous with that. And like I said, this is all natural. So it's going to be definitely safe for the fish. And as you can see how we mix this up right now, it's starting to dissolve. But if it doesn't, there'll still be a few flakes in there, and that's totally fine. It'll dissolve on the bottom of the lake bed. So again, just mix that up. You want to mix it thoroughly, that way all the hemp is going to be coated with that salt as it dissolves there. And we'll go ahead and let this rest for about 5 minutes. And then we'll come back and I'll show you a nice little PVA mesh stick. Okay, after we let this rest, probably about 5-10 minutes or so, just give this a nice mix again, just to make sure. You can see there's more liquid now because that salt actually draws out the liquid from the hemp. That's what makes it PVA friendly. So now, we've got our boilie funnel web system here. All I'm going to do, I have my end tied off already, and all I'm going to do is just start filling this up. Don't need a ton, just because I'm going to do a small bag. Plunge it down, pop it out the end here. And you can see it's not melting at all yet. So let me grab my scissors. And usually how I like to do my mesh, I'll actually cut off up above here. And then what I do is I cut it down through the center. And what that does, it allows me to get really tight knot on it. That's just how I prefer to do it, but everybody has their own way of doing things. That way you can get a nice tight knot, overhand loop, do another one, and you're good to go. And go ahead and just trim off your excess. And you have a nice bag right there, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and put this in the water in a second. And you can see it's not melting the PVA, so we're good to go. Okay, and there we have it. We have the Corda Boilie funnel web system. Made a really nice stick out of some hemp seed, which is now PVA friendly, as you can see. And that's been out for about 10 minutes now. We did our tank test previously, and you can see it takes about a minute or so till the water finally penetrates it and breaks down the mesh. And now you have a nice little tactic that you can use year round and hopefully put some more fish on the bank for you. So thanks for watching. We'll have some more tips very soon for you.